Hello everyone, this is a video where we're going to present to you our new product, the SiteMaster, which is used for adjusting majority of the sights that are on automatic guns and basically any other gun that requires the sights being pushed out that will fit within the spec of this device. So this is what you receive when you get it from us. We did all the designing, and we also did all the manufacturing here in Auburn Hills in Michigan. So right here, the plate on the bottom, which is used usually when you have stubborn sights. The advantage here that we believe we have over others is the fact that you can actually adjust certain sights without having to remove, or take your gun apart, take the upper physically off. So we're going to remove that plate, and this is what you have. The way it functions is over here you have basically multifaceted piece of Delrin that allows you to set the initial distance. Okay, once you set the initial distance based on your gun, this is a pass center design. So if you take a good look right here, as you are rotating it, you're essentially compressing it. No need to adjust multiple screws to clamp the upper over here. Simply get the right, choose the correct one that fits your gun ideally. Now, the way this device works, the best would be is you start here, but essentially you want to be a little bit past half over here. Once you get all the way to this point right here, you essentially, the force is almost not infinite, but it's pretty significant to actually be able to pull the gun out. So try to stay on this side. Not a tremendous amount of force required to hold your weapon. So once you clamp it, if your sights are not stubborn, meaning a lot of the guns, the dovetail is a little bit tighter, and you also have your sights that are a little bit tighter, and they're made out of metal, some of them out of plastic, especially the metal ones, you will then have to probably remove it, remove the upper from your weapon, put it in here, and use the plate to clamp it. We'll go over that further a little bit later in the video. So once you clamp it, this would be the shoe that does the pushing. So that you do not require, because of the design, you do not require your sight to be on center. Your sights can be off to this side or off this side. You can rotate it, do it from the other side of the gun to simply just push it back. So when you do put it in, it's a normal hex bolt. Yeah, I can actually remove on my Glock. I can easily remove it actually just using it by hand. So once you do run it all the way, essentially the shoe will push it out, then you retract it. But what I want to show you is we also have the ability to flip the push block. I'm going to show you right now, as you can see. So when it's this way, you are pushing with the round section. But sometimes if you would like to push with the tapered section, you simply just flip it over, grab it in from the bottom, and you back the screw. You basically back it off, and it will start going back into it. Now, what's important here is that this gets done by hand, because it's pretty precise when it comes to the groove that this thing sits on, and we want to make sure that you are in there. Actually, I didn't do this right. Oh, okay, there we go. So as you're doing this by hand, you will get this thing to realign back in. And again, like I said, the tolerances are relatively tight, so want to keep it straight. And again, there you go. There you are. Now you're able to use the tapered end for pushing. You can replace this in case of damage, or actually if you want to just modify possibly this inner shoe to maybe suit your specific weapon the way you like it. So you would be able to do that. You'll be able to remove it and shape it differently if necessary. Now, what's important to point out, this component is made out of 7075 T6 aluminum. It's extremely tough, significantly tougher than the 6061 T6 that the rest of it is made out of. So this is how you remove it. You, like I said, you can come up and shape this end, but then you just simply slip it over the top of the end of the bolt that's shaped and retract it back into the device. What's nice about this too is you can easily carry it with you to if you want to go to a shooting range and you want to just do a quick adjustment. Again, you can literally put it on, clamp it, and adjust. We'll go through that in the next video. So then, as an additional item would be the block. This would be for the stubborn sights. So some sights, even when you clamp them and you start to use the pusher, the amount of force that you need to apply, we noticed that it has a tendency of, no matter how many bolts hold it or how it's squeezed, it tends to rotate the weapon. For that, we would have the plate for the base. So you can come up, put your upper in, and then you would simply run these two screws in, and that surrounds the entire upper, holding it straight as you're pushing it out. Also, additionally, what we did here is we have the tongue over here, which is for Glocks right now. As we see further need for others, we could create it too, but basically you will come up and you simply bolt it in this fashion, and the amount of gap that you have there will fit the actual Glock uppers. So you slide it in from the front, you still come up, you choose depending on the size that you have, you clamp it in, and then you go from the opposing side to push your sights either in or out. So this will conclude the basics of the Sightmaster, and we're going to do another video where we're going to show you the actual use. Thank you for watching.